Welcome to the Grlz Collective, where community isn't just a word, it's a practice. Here we gather to read, to listen, and to tell the stories that shape our culture. From book club conversations that challenge how we think and feel, to interviews that spotlight voices, building, healing, and leading in real time. This is a space for honest dialogue, shared wisdom, and collective growth. We believe in culture with context, conversations with purpose, and community that shows up. These are our stories, these are our conversation, and this is the Grlz Collective.
Hey family, welcome back to the Grlz Collective podcast, where we turn conversation into connections and connections into culture. From book club discussions to interviews to street conversations, we're always creating space for her voice and her story. If you're new here, my name is Sierra, and we are sitting down with someone whose words are shaping generations. Today, we're joined by Shatiea Stewart, an entrepreneur and author who began her journey in 2020 with her book, The Couple T Workbook, a guide designed to help people replace harmful habits with healthier ones and show up for themselves daily with intentions. She later explains her vision into wellness with her second business, The Fruit of the Spirit, offering 100% natural fruit juices rooted in nourishments and self-care. Her work centers on discipline, personal growth, and building a life that reflects the best version of who you're becoming. So, family, help me welcome Shatiea Stewart. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How are you today?
great. Thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm so excited to join in with you today and for us to learn a little bit more about you. But first, we're going to do our community segment. Before we get deeper, let's warm up things Brown Girl style. So let's start with a game we like to play called This or That. Shati, are you ready?
Yes,
Okay, great. This or that. Are you more like a builder or a nurturer?
builder.
And explain.
I'm a builder. Like as soon as I get like an idea, I like to just go ahead and I really want to say both. It's like
Okay, we can take both.
I can nurture the atmosphere for it to be built up, and,
Okay.
and that's just allowing Holy Spirit being the foundation of it. But I really like to bring things to life. So I'm really like the doer. Like I like to do.
Okay.
How I feel like I'm like the builder of her.
So both it goes hand in hand for you.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right. Are you more like a career or family first? And explain.
I think it's like a combination of both because I like to spend intentional time with my children, family time. I like to set everything aside, make sure I'm being attentive to like the real things that's going on with my family. Intentionally praying over them and stuff like that. And then when it's time for business, I'm like, okay, I put them aside too. Like, okay,
Gotcha.
time for business. I can't be talking on the phone with you. I can't. Right now, I'm about my business.
You clock in. When you're clocking in, you're clocking in. It's basically what you're saying.
Yes, and when I clock
Okay.
in, family time.
Gotcha. And what about peace or passion? Which one?
Ooh, that's good. I think question is going to be like a combination of both.
Okay.
Because when you're driving or thriving in passion, you have to have some type of peace. You can't have like a chaotic situation going on and you're trying to be passionate about delivering. You have to have a peaceful mindset in knowing where you're going, how you're going to get there, and how it's going to flourish in that whatever you have going on in that state. So,
I totally agree with you. And what about soft life or empire? Which one?
ooh. I think growing up, it was more like empire. But like as I'm getting older and more feminine, it's like, soft.
You
I'm
want
more,
to tap in just a little bit more on the soft lifestyle.
yes. So
Gotcha.
it's a mixture of both. Like I got born into empire of wanting to, rule and do everything my way. But now it's just like, you know what? Soft life. I'm not the man.
Gotcha. Our theme this month is built by her. Well, Shatiea, we took these questions and went straight to the community. So let's see what the streets had to say about this. Hi, I'm Sierra with the Grlz Collective, and this is our street segment. March is Women's Month, and our theme is built by her. And we're asking our community, what did you have to build on your own?
Really good question. I would say I had to build my self-esteem on my own. I think just being able to know that I am the woman that God called to be, and not having to have my identity in other people.
Building understanding and comprehension of what it's like to be a woman in America, especially African American women, and then in the field that I am in, I'm actually a mental health therapist. So realizing how I show up for the community, especially for minorities or underserved individuals. So not basing my identity in that, but building a strong foundation with God as well, but within myself to be able to be used in the community and the passion that I have.
Exactly. I love that. And let God use you. That's the best advice I can give you. And the next question is, women should stop what?
Stop feeling sad for yourself. Go out there and do something fun. Enjoy life. You're young. Do what you got to do. Be happy.
That's right. That's right. Be happy.
Getting in the way of their own selves. I think a lot of times when we think about being a woman, like in any aspect, we always think well, what do I need to do more? And sometimes we just gotta step to the side and let God use us and let Him just do what He needs to do through us.
You hear it first. We got smart Black women out here educating us. Again, this is Sierra with the Grlz Collective. Make sure you like and subscribe. All right. What does built by her mean to you personally at this stage in your journey? And what did you have to build on your own?
Okay, I love this question. Build by her means to me is building up her confidence, building up her authority that she has. What it means to me and where I started. I had to actually build on myself in ways that no one else could, and I had to realize that I had to stop placing idols on people for them to fulfill that in me, like the love that I could only provide for myself. So I started to show up in ways back in 2019, 2018. I started to show up in ways that I never showed up for myself before. And we kind of think that we're already that good woman, like we're already that great woman. But it wasn't until because I was serving others, and that is necessarily not wrong, but it's just when you're serving others and not pouring back into what you genuinely want to do, if you're continuing to be the yes girl for everybody and not the yes girl in your personal life, it can kind of destroy your confidence. You could be moving out of insecurity than moving with, confidence and serving and being intentional and serving and loving yourself and serving and pouring back into yourself and serving. So when I actually started to show up for myself in different ways, it just made me think about built by her, because I had to do the work. I had to get up and actually intentionally read. I had to get up and intentionally work out. I had to get up and, teach myself different things that, that maybe my mother didn't teach me or just women around me didn't teach me. So that's what I think about when I hear by built by her, and how it helped me right now. It has helped me to stop idolizing relationships in ways where my happiness is only in a way that my happiness, thinking that my happiness revolves around them and what they do for me.
Right.
It's enough.
That's right.
But I give myself enough, and I'm teaching others how to treat me by how I treat myself.
That's right.
Right.
And that's the only way to do that, is sometimes you have to show them,
Yes.
This is what I'm going to allow. This is what I'm standing up for. So kudos to you for showing up for yourself. That's what matters the most. So Shatiea, I want you to finish the sentence for me. Women should stop. Fill the blank. Women should stop.
Waiting on what God has told them to do the first time.
All right now. Come through with a good word for us today. And family, we want to hear from you too. Drop your line in the comment, tag Brown Girls Collective, and your response could be featured in our next episode. So Shatiea, yesterday we had the opportunity to go to Soda City, which is our local flea market here in Columbia, South Carolina, and we went and asked a couple fellas a few questions. Let's hear what they had to say. Hi, this is Sierra from the Brown Girls Collective, and this is our March Women's Month, and our theme is Built by Her. So I have your name.
Vondre Whaley II.
And?
Shamari Bailey.
And I want to know, guys, what makes a man supportive of a woman's goal?
I mean, that's a broad question. It could be multiple goals depending on whether it could be her health, her business, her career, or the future of y'all relationship. But how does he do it? Reassurance. It could be support, because if she needs cash to start, maybe she's something passionate about. If she's an estheticianist, she does hair, maybe I could support her financially. I know a guy personally who his wife, she has a dance school that she does. She has multiple buildings, so they do real estate. I think that's a way of supporting your wife and her goals. But just being there for her, being her right-hand man, you know what I mean? Being what you're supposed to do. A supporter, a take care, a caregiver, a leader. So yeah.
Thank you, young man. And for you, what does support look like from a man?
I think it's a lot of understanding and patience. You have to be patient with people, but you also have to be patient with yourself.
Good point.
You have to be able to sit back, take a step back, and see that this is their goal, this is what they want to do, and be able to help them without putting yourself first. Like, you have to be able to take a step back. I think that's a lot of men don't want to do, because they feel like they have to be the go-getter. They have to be the one standing in the front. But sometimes it's okay to just step back, let your woman take control of this thing, and just support her.
Shout out to the women who are raising these black men.
Thank you. Shout out to Whaley.
All right, guys, finish the sentence. Men need to.
Men need to delete their spam. Why you a man with a spam page on Instagram? End of discussion. There we go. That's something funny.
I guess. All right, to you. Men need to what?
Men need to, honestly, toxic masculinity. I think a lot of men don't want to be vulnerable with their girls because they think they'll be seen as less than a man. I think I've seen a lot of men in my lifetime not be able to be vulnerable, not even with women, but sometimes even their own kids. Like, a lot of men can't just sit down, talk, and express their emotions. I think that's something they need to stop doing, and they need to start doing, expressing their emotions.
That's something you gain as an adolescent, though. That's something.
A lot of men don't.
That's from childhood, though.
A lot of men don't. A lot of men don't,
Some people
though.
been raised not to express their emotion, and that's also societal norms. A weak man is nothing. You know what I mean? People used to be in Rome back then fighting other men. But yeah.
Looks like we got a good debate. But make sure you like and subscribe and follow us on our next platform. Okay, now listen. Those fellas were talking some real grown mess in these clips, Shatiea. Overall, what do you feel? What were you getting from those conversations? Were you agreeing?
I believe, I could understand where they're coming from as far as, especially with the first question of how they could be supportive to for their women and stuff like that. And the first man's response, it really resonates with what's going on in my life right now, and how, like, this individual is showing up for me in my business in ways where I haven't even showed up for myself in those ways for my own business. So just seeing how he's able to pour in has been a blessing. So pouring into your woman's business is important, and being a help in any way possible, and not showing a jealousy trait. I feel like a lot of you can get that in relationships where the person is like the entrepreneur or like the light, and then the other one is like kind of dim. It's not necessarily dim, but they just don't show up as much as the other does. So it's just an honor to see a supportive couple in that way, show up for one another.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
When one is not even in like the forefront, but they're supporting like they are.
And that was going to be actually my next follow-up question to you, like which answer you felt that really like stood out. But like you said, being supportive and not feeling some type of way with you being with your significant other. So anything else you want to expound on any of those questions that they were saying?
Well, I know. No, I think they pretty much show, you know, the differences, and I feel like they both nailed it in different ways. Now the spam account, I don't know people that be doing spam.
I was a little puzzled by that one. I was like, wait, what? Okay. Oh, okay. But they're younger guys, so they're still learning. They're still learning. So we're going to give them the benefit of the doubt. So Shatiea, what are women no longer waiting on?
For
Just in life and period, what do you think us women are no longer waiting on?
let's find out and see where this take us. Like, I think uncertainty. We're
Okay.
no just settling for the bare minimum, and we're just setting firm boundaries, and that's going to give us like opportunity to be accessible to someone or to be distant from them. So we're no longer settling for bare minimum treatment or, lack of effort.
I love that answer, Shatiea, because every response reminds us that women are no longer waiting for permission, perfect timing, or validation. We're building in real time and choosing ourselves as we go. And that's really the vibe here. No matter what we're navigating, we know how to keep it honest and still find joy in the middle of it. We can talk, grow, habits, purpose, relationship, and still laugh and reflect and keep it real without it feeling heavy. That's actually like the Brown Girls vibe. All right, Shatiea. So we want to dive a little more deeper and learn a little bit more about you and your business. So you began your entrepreneur journey in 2020 with the Couple T Workbook, which focused on replacing bad habits with better ones and showing up for yourself daily. What did you feel called to create in that moment? And how did you know this work was a part of your purpose rather than just an idea?
Yes. So as I began to introduce the Cupatia chart, it first started digitally on OnlyFans. And I know OnlyFans is not just for those purposes, but during the time, I would just replace my bad habits with the replaceable good ones, and I would post those. And then soon I started to go out and, evangelize and go out and ask people what are some habits that they can change or will change if they put more determination and consistency into it. So, um, just going out there, I knew that what God was giving me wasn't just for me. I wasn't the only woman going through like just feeling alone or feeling like not appreciated and stuff like that. And it just allowed me to go out and, just know that I'm not alone in this journey.
Right.
Also be an encouragement in their life as well.
Thank you so much for sharing that, this was basically a God-given purpose for you and your journey for your business. So between like your workbook and your natural juice brand, the fruit of the spirits, which I do have here today, both of your business centers around wellness, discipline, and self-accountability. How was your identity as a woman shape the mission behind what you built? And what do you want people to experience when they're engaging with your work?
Yeah. So what I experienced throughout this process is I was once like insecure, now confident. I was once like undisciplined to discipline.
Mhm.
I was once like not a reader to reading now. So um, it's just like the opposite of each and every negative personal thought and maybe thoughts that comes from others. Um, or negative words that comes from others, it's like the opposite. I'm thriving in the opposite. And how I could see it flourishing now is that now I'm calling out like the insecurities in others,
Mhm.
putting them out and exposing them and like casting it out so that their higher self can be, presented and they could feel confident in the skin that they're in. So I think just loving yourself and loving your neighbor, just like how Jesus wants us to. That's just really big because it's important because we are the light of the world. Because
I agree. I agree. Loving one another and showing love to get love is needed, especially in these times. Well,
yes,
thank you. Your workbook emphasized showing up for yourself daily with no excuses. As a woman building multiple business, what has consistently really look like for you behind the scenes, especially on days when motivation isn't there?
well, when motivation isn't there, it's maybe because I've been working too hard. And I actually make my own hours. So if I have to, I would take that day and say, I'm not doing anything. I would take that day to reset. I would take that day to have a personal spa day at home, or I would just reconnect, read in my Bible journal, pray, and or just spend quality time with my children. But I would do everything possible, to make sure I get my rest. Now, if I'm in a position where rest is not an option, um, I can get myself together because when I go out in front of people, I don't want to drain no one. My thing is I do want to give back because, I've been given a beautiful life. I feel like I'm living in a dream, going through a lot and then coming out of it by discipline and obedience. I feel like I want to give back that joy to the world. So
So, and that's very important to, be able to give back to the world, especially joy and motivation for, not only just women, but like your family too, as well. You started with a book and expanded to a wellness product line. How did you know when it was time to grow beyond the workbook and build something more? And what has that evolution taught you about trusting your own vision?
yes. So I've actually got blessed with the juicer that I have right now. And I've always wanted to juice. I've always wanted to like experience what it tastes like and stuff like that. So the moment that I juice for myself, I'm like, this could be great for like everyone else, especially like it's time consuming. It is like you have to put in hours, to produce the juice. And, it's all natural. So it's costly too. So it's like, I'm like, wow, I could help benefit someone's lifestyle because someone's lifestyle is going to Arby's every day or some going to McDonald's. And um, I'm not saying nothing is wrong with these companies. It's just, it's not that healthy to consume daily or agree all the time. So I'm like, this could be a good product to help somebody's life. And yeah, immediately like that next week, I got everything I needed to get situated, and I started to juice for everyone else. And the fruit of the spirit came about because I naturally love the fruit of the spirit in the Bible. It's
Mhm.
Galatians 22 through 23, and
Uh-huh.
it's joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control. So I'm like, wow, I could do the fruit of the spirit business and name all the juices by the fruits of the spirit. So
I
that's how
love that. I love that.
the moment I introduced love, love was the first drink, and that contains watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and lime. Lemon and yeah, cedar watermelon, pineapple, lemon, and mango. That's what I was missing. Okay, mango. The reason why I forgot because I ate it since watermelon season is gone right now.
Right.
But yes, that went crazy.
We are going to dive in on these juices today. Today I have Paradise, which is your pear, orange, pineapple, and strawberry. And then I also have their kindness, which is apple, ginger, pineapple, strawberry, and lime. We're gonna do live testing today on that one, so I'm super excited. Her fruit of spirit drinks are really good. Very multiple flavors, very fresh, no sugar at all. And once you drink it, you're like, whoa. So I am super excited because I've already been trying these, but I'm super excited to let others try them today. So one more question. When someone encounters your workbook or your drinks, your juices, they're engaging with something you built from intention. What do you hope women in your community feels inspired to change, start, or believe about themselves because they saw you build this?
Ooh, I hope it just gives them courage to show up in the areas where their wildest dreams are. Like I don't think that one dream is too big. I think that I honestly feel like a lot of us, especially melanin women, we spend a lot of time brainstorming and talking about good ideas rather than producing them. Because yeah, I just feel like when they see me, I hope that I'm a reminder of their biggest dreams, that, they can show up as the woman they want to be. They don't have to settle. They don't have to, dim their light for no one. No one should be able to dim their light. We should all be able to shine, encourage, uplift one another. So that's what I hope.
Absolutely. And I have some audience guests today that would like to try some of this juice. So we're gonna dive in. Thank you, Shatiea. We're gonna get a little bit of the paradise first. This is pear, orange, pineapple, and strawberry. And I've tried them, but Desiree and Jasmine haven't tried them. So that'll be theirs. So we're getting ready to try kindness. This one has apple, ginger, pineapple, strawberry, and lime. One thing I can say about this one, I was fighting a cold for about a week, and Shatiea, came to my job, got me some of these. I drank them for about 2 or 3 days straight on an empty stomach. My cold and whatever was coming out was coming out. And she did put a little extra ginger in this one on this go round, she said, but I don't think it's bad. So we're gonna
We like ginger. Yeah, ginger. We can do shots. But she's trying to keep her juice. You see how she
yeah, I'm giving y'all a little taste.
y'all can taste it.
Y'all can always call Shatiea, and she will be gladly pull up on you guys, and you can buy your own. How many this week? I think it was like 4 or 5 this week.
Yes.
This one good, right?
Yeah.
I think you should leave that much ginger in it, honestly. I don't know what it tasted like before, but this is good.
Yeah. Right. And I told her, I said, it's not overpowering. I said, but with us being in this season, cold season, you need a little ginger. You need that little spark. Like.
Shout out to you, girl.
That was good. I'm glad I got real live audience reviews.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So Shatiea. So Shatiea, thank you for building with intentions and reminding us what it looks like to show up for yourself and your community in real time. To everyone watching, if this spoke to you, and support women who are building by her and for others by staying connected, following Brwn Grlz Collective, and pouring it into the spaces that remind us we're not building alone. Make sure you follow Brwn Grlz Collective, subscribe to our YouTube, and stay logged in for more community, culture, and conversations. And for our new followers, we're giving away a $25 digital gift card. I said $25 digital gift card. So make sure you follow, comment, and share the episode for your chance to win. You can also stay connected with Shatiea and support her journey by checking out the Cup of Tia Workbook for daily habits, self-growth support. By trying the fruit of spirit's natural juices as she continues building wellness from the inside out. And Shatiea, would you like to drop any of your social media platforms?
Yes, they could follow me at Cupatia on all social media platforms. It's CUPATIEAA. And again, CUPATIEAA on all social media platforms.
Well, Shatiea, again, thank you so much for tuning in with us and sharing us about your business. Until next time, see you later, Brown Girls.
See you later. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. And definitely visit browngirlscollective.org or Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Can't wait to see you next time.